Hi, my name is John Larsen, and I would now show just a quick example of how to create a PCB based on a schematic, all done in Eagle. So in the previous video, we created this little diagram of an 7805 linear power supply. Um, so now we would like to transfer this into a PCB. And the first step is to take this and have it generated into a netlist and switch to the board. And do this by clicking up here. And it asks us if we want to create it from the schematic, and we do. And then we maximize this. So now we're presented with the PCB layout software. And you can see the components are here present with the footprint that we selected during the process of designing the diagram. And we can now take the components and copy them in here. Move them in here. So let's see if we can make something that makes sense. The yellow wires you can see here are the connections that we need to route out when you start to route the design. If we go over here and click, we update the net a little bit to make it a update so that these lines show the shortest connection, the most direct route to the next pin that it needs to connect to. You can see here that we have these two lines are crossing here. So if we just take this and rotate, they're not crossing anymore, so it makes it easier to route it. And the same goes for this one. Now they're not crossing anymore, and we can do the same with this one. So we are free to move things around within the boundary of the PCB design. So if you're using a free license, you have a maximum PCB size of remember 100 times 80 millimeters, but it's fine for most do-it-yourself projects. When we want to route this, we go over here and take this tool called route, and we set the width a little bit larger, so 0.4 inches, and then we just start routing the things. You can see that you are grabbing a track here, and it's nicely making this angle in the direction of the track. But if you right click, you can change how it creates this angle. So normally I'm using this one because then I can do these more yeah, beautiful looking tracks, if you could say that. So throughout the design, you just do this. Make sure you're not short-circuiting anything that should not be short-circuited. Oh, almost done. So this is a fairly easy PCB to route, so it's quick. So now it's done. So you have now routed the entire PCB, and when you print this out for production, you go up here in Files and then say Print. So with the print screen open, you can see here you have some options down here, either to mirror or rotate. And you want this one black, you want to keep that checked to make sure that your printer is not doing any grayscaling or any funny business around that. You don't want to select solid because at the pins here, when you print it out, you will have a small hole in each of the pins where you need to drill in order for the pins to go through the PCB, and you want to have that being part of your production. Otherwise, it becomes more difficult to drill. What you should also be careful about is when you want to print, you want to remove everything here uh, except for the tracks. So if you open the display window up here, you can see when removing things, so you won't want to remove the pad and unroute it, but a lot of the other things here you want to remove to make sure that you only are left with the tracks and the pads. So we'll just remove the names as well here. So you can see now you're almost there. We have a few grays more. So this is what you could print out and then go produce at a standard PCB production lab. So this was the small guide of how to make this diagram into a PCB circuit. So thank you for listening in. Bye bye.